really sad that I can never hear the word situation in a serious context anymore. Like, everybody has seen Jersey Shore. Like, the president has probably seen Jersey Shore. And I wonder if the Jersey Shore has hit North Korea yet. Like, imagine Kim Jong-il in his office, and his advisor runs in. Mr. Kim, we have a situation. Yo, my abs are fucking whipped, man. That's the situation. It's a bit awkward. So, are there a lot of Asians out there? I see one. I see a white guy that just raised his hands. Alright, so none of my friends back home that are Asian know how to ride a bicycle. Yeah, that's weird, right? Like, I was like, why don't youth that are Asian from 16 to 20, why don't they know how to ride a bicycle? And it hit me. Because riding a bicycle doesn't help you become a doctor. Unless you commute. Alright, that's the end of the Asian portion of this set. And now on to something that's not Asian. I've been writing an autobiography. And in order to get more sales, I'm not advertising it as an autobiography. I'm going to call it a choose my own adventure book. Let that sink in a little bit. Alright, so as Mary said, I'm in TC. And I'm also in Butter Niblets. And I guess I'm doing stand-up right now. So I like to tell people that, like, I do comedy and I do humor and stuff. But being a comedian is probably the only hobby or probably the only profession where you have to be on your game at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell somebody like, whoa, almost tripped, that was crazy. I don't say that. But if I tell somebody I'm a comedian, they're like, oh, you're a comedian. Tell me a joke, make me laugh. Tell me a joke, make me laugh. People never go like, oh, you're a firefighter. Can you put out my shirt? And they never say like, oh, you're a gynecologist, could you? Because that's not dinner conversation. Alright, I wonder what they called handlebar mustaches before the invention of the bicycle. I really think the most relaxing job you could ever have is to be a quality control guy at a stress ball factory. Unless you work at a really shitty stress ball factory, then it could be the most stressful job ever. So, let's see, let's do a little graphical humor here. I've learned that when you're giving a presentation, that laser pointers are really effective, especially if the audience is full of kittens. But I forgot my laser pointer, so this is just a graph. Let's see if I can hold it up and talk at the same time. Over there, and now over there. Alright, so this is a parabola, and the x-axis is age. The y-axis represents the size of print you read. And oddly enough, it's also the likelihood to fall down the stairs. I can't wait till I'm old. At least I can't wait till I'm old enough to not be able to use any form of technology. You know what I mean? Like, in the future, we're probably going to have video phones in the future. And old people will still yell into them. Like, they don't know how to use anything. They would sit there like, oh, I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to use this video phone. It doesn't make any sense. This is the worst invention since the staircase. I hate stairs. So, who's seen the movie Avatar? I have not. Moving on to the next joke. So I think dating younger people, like at least people who are a few years younger than you, is a little bit weird. You know what I mean? Like, a 30-year-old dating a 25-year-old, that's okay. Like, that's not too weird. But if you start scaling it back, it gets a little bit odd. Like, a 20-year-old dating a 15-year-old is illegal. And a toddler dating a baby is just awkward. And then you could have a fetus dating the twinkle in your father's eye. I was thinking to myself the other day, if there are aliens that are smart enough to get to Earth, they're probably smart enough to realize how funny it is to fuck with us and only make it so that crazy people see them. And then I was thinking the other day, if you think about it, douchiness, or at least like the slang term of douchiness, is really related to like how much space you take up, like volume, you know what I mean? Like, if you see a really muscular guy, like he takes up a lot of space and you're like, man, that guy's probably a douche. He's probably a little bit douchey. Or if you see somebody driving a Hummer, that's a car that takes up an amount of space that is just, why? Why would you do that? So a Hummer, that takes up a lot of space, that's a little bit douchey. Old women with very large hats, they're a little bit douchey. But the biggest douche of all might be the Pacific Ocean. What an asshole. I read Harry Potter. It's one of the 10 books I've ever read. And in Harry Potter, if you can talk to snakes, that's called parcel tongue. And I think you're already halfway there. At least you have like a very significant advantage for parcel tongue if you already have a lisp. Hey snakes, how's it going? I going to the party Saturday night? I do magic. I wish I could have been the inventor of Photoshop before Photoshop was revealed to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, the inventor of Photoshop could have gotten away with a lot of things. Like, if he was in an argument with one of his friends, and it was like, no, dude, you're a fucking asshole. God, you're completely wrong. He's like, no, I wasn't. Because I fucked your mom last night. Oh my god, how did you do that? Wow. It's like magic. The word on the street is stop. That one was for Luke. Okay, so has anybody, did you guys grow up watching that show Ghost Writer? Yeah! Ghost Writer? Word. You know what I mean? Ghost Writer. For all those who didn't watch Ghost Writer, I should enunciate more. Ghost Writer was a TV show about a group of kids who would solve mysteries in New York City. Let's see, I got this description directly from IMDb. It says, Ghost Writer cannot talk, hear, smell, or feel. He can only read and write. He only sees words. No one else can see him but the Ghost Writer team. And I was thinking, the pitch for this show, like this show idea of Ghost Writer, could only work in the pre-internet era. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it for a second. It's a bunch of pre-teens talking to a ghost on the computer that nobody else can see. Imagine being one of the parents of a Ghost Writer kid. Like, hey Timmy, where are you going? It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna go to the park by myself to solve a mystery because Ghost Writer told me to. I think a better show to pitch nowadays would have been like To Catch a Ghost Writer. Featuring Chris Hansen. Thank you.